I want to share my story of leaving my Silicon Valley job, which I called my dream job for years. And I know this story is gonna resonate with many of you watching this. I will also talk about the harsh truth of high-paying jobs. If you feel like you weren't made for corporate and your job drains your soul, and definitely keep watching because you will learn why you shouldn't feel guilty about this if you're feeling that way at all. Hey everyone, this is Sule and this is my first English YouTube video, so I am a bit nervous. But I'm super excited to be here. I would appreciate if you show some support in the comments below and like my video. So here's why I'm talking about this. I know people out there who are unfulfilled and even burned out at their jobs. You're probably one of them if you're watching this video. I want you to know that you are so talented, so smart, you have multiple interests, you have entrepreneurial spirit, and maybe you're a high achiever. If you're working a high-paying job, usually 6 figures and above, and if you're feeling burned out and unfulfilled, and deep down you know there's more to life, you know you deserve more. The reason that I started this channel is because I want to show and teach you it is 100% possible for you to change your career path and pivot to entrepreneurship. If you're feeling unfulfilled in corporate job, it is 100% possible for you to leave your current career path and design and create a career, business, life to create fulfillment and abundance. In fact, I believe it's the only way to achieve true fulfillment and achieve self-actualization. As a result, you'll be unlocking limitless income potential because you will be operating in your zone of genius and you'll enjoy the process in the meantime. Why? Because this way you provide amazing value to the world, because I know you can. You have amazing value to give to this world and the people around you. I'm a certified coach. In the last 3 years, I have been helping brilliant, multi-passionate clients break free from unfulfilling career paths to start their own businesses and live their dream life. And I have personally done this, and I helped dozens of people do the same in the last 2 years. That is why I hate to see people like you with entrepreneurial spirit, with brilliant ideas, with amazing value, thinking there is no other way. I'm already 40. I cannot leave this path. I invested so much. What if I disappoint my family? What if I disappoint people who trusted me? I have to support my family. I hate to see you being so scary about making the change of your life. I admit this fact. I know it is scary. It was scary for me too. But it doesn't mean that it's not possible to make this change with logical plan and strategy. And let me tell you, it doesn't worth wasting your entire life because you had limiting beliefs and you're too scared to reach your full potential. So, my story. Why did I quit corporate? So the first reason I quit corporate, and it's very simple, I always knew it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. Since the first day of internship, my first internship, I knew I wasn't made for it. I found it very depressing, for me at least. And at that moment, I realized my personal values and my character is very different than someone who would be successful in corporate. I'm gonna share a story with you. So 2 years ago, when I was still at my corporate job and I was working in this huge corporation that all of you know the name. Anyway, I was 2 levels below the general manager, like the top guy running the company, running the division. So I was preparing decks and attending meetings with the general manager and with other executives, working on analysis, looking at the market. It was a very, very fun job, actually. I was trying to get best results, reach the best number, most accurate number, be honest and talk about what's going on in the market and how our company is doing. And you know what would happen? Manager would scrap all of my work and put a wrong number there in the slides to show we are doing better and lie all the time. That maybe it was my manager's issue, but I felt like everything was a lie in corporate. Everything. I also saw that what you do and the value that you bring doesn't really matter. The impact you make is meaningless. The business conversations weren't even real. Like, trust me, I'm saying this as someone who worked in very different divisions, very different teams, different managers, like different departments, all of that. Like I've seen a lot in 6 years because I was part of this rotation program. So anyway, I was part of meetings with the general manager and other executives. I was able to witness how these guys work, what kind of people these people are. I realized the corporate game just gets uglier and uglier as you climb the corporate ladder. And I realized I didn't want to turn into this person. That obviously not all organizations are like this. Maybe you're lucky enough to make an amazing, meaningful impact and you love the work you do. You love the people that you work with. You love your manager. You love the culture. It's great for you and you're probably very lucky. But I just haven't met a single person who excelled in corporate this way. If you resonate with what I'm saying, I don't want you to feel guilty, okay? Because it doesn't mean that you're being ungrateful or you're spoiled. Maybe you're meant to be an entrepreneur and create your own path instead of following others. The second reason I quit corporate is I realized I had minimal control over everything. My income, career trajectory, meaningful work, impact, freedom, who I work with, how well the company does. Another story. 3 years ago, the industry that my old company was in went through a huge downturn, like really, really tough times. And they laid off the 20% of the workforce. Half of the people that I used to work with was gone. Like literally in 2 hours. They couldn't even say goodbye. And I really struggled to process this for a couple of weeks. And I even cried. I'm a highly sensitive person. And if you know, you know, that's a nightmare in corporate. You know what was even worse? I had to start doing my director's job for free. For free. I was already underpaid for my level, which is crazy. Boss didn't really like me inside, I knew, because I wasn't kissing up. So he didn't give me a good raise. Also, they cut our existing salaries because the company was losing money while inflation was in double digits. So many other things happen and there's so many things to talk about in corporate and why corporate sucks. But overall, this is what I'm trying to say. Almost nothing is in your control if you're working a corporate job. There's systems and there are shareholders and your job is just doing what you're told to do. And if you think differently and if you don't like this, be sure that they will know this and they won't like you either. And the last reason why I quit corporate, and this is a positive one, is I discovered my zone of genius and my true purpose. And to live my purpose, I had to leave corporate. So when I first started my job here in Silicon Valley, after a couple of weeks, I was immediately in an existential crisis. And it was a deep one, you guys. I couldn't sleep at nights. I would talk to my friends about it. They wouldn't get me because, you know, they were in this process of climbing the corporate ladder. And I was like, I am not motivated. Why I'm feeling like this isn't the thing to do for me? Because it wasn't. And it showed up as a deep depression and existential crisis. My friends, it lasted 3 years. For 3 years, I had no idea what I would do. I wanted to quit. I had no plan, so I couldn't quit, obviously. I had to be rational. But I felt it very, very intensely. It was very painful. And some people can think this as, okay, this girl is spoiled, but I was in pain and I was having a major crisis in terms of, you know, okay, I'm far from my family in this Silicon Valley, which I dreamed about for many years. And now I'm in a huge existential crisis because I don't like this. I don't like this. During these 3 years, I also went through this process of healing from trauma, also reflecting on my past and really understanding how I came here, understood myself better. You can also call this a spiritual awakening. And my friends, everything in my life changed. Tried different things. I started many different businesses. I even started studying psychology in master's degree at Harvard Extension School after work. And later I realized I don't want to be a psychologist and I just wanted to find my unique way to help and serve others. So I left that path, moved a couple of times. I got engaged. I got separated from my ex-fiance, bought a house and left it to move back to SF after 2 months of buying the house. So many life-shaking events happened in these 6 years. I changed a lot, but most importantly, I found my life purpose and my unique abilities, like what makes me unique, what lights me up, and find a way to turn this into a career. And that's when everything turned around for me. Existential crises were gone. I had purpose. I had meaning in my life again. And the best part is I had a plan and strategy and clarity and confidence to leave corporate. And that's what happened. Exactly a year ago, I left corporate to be a full-time entrepreneur after failing so many different businesses. Like, I started 6 businesses and 4 of them failed 3 years ago because I found my purpose and I found this unique way to turn my purpose into a career. This video is getting so long, so I guess that's a topic for another video. So, my friend, if my story resonates with you and if you want to leave corporate, discover your true purpose, start your self-discovery journey, work on your 9-to-5 exit plan, and learn how you can organize your multiple interests and your multi-passionate genius to make a real impact in this world, to unlock unlimited income potential, and make sure to subscribe to my channel and leave a comment below. Say hi, share your story, and let's build an amazing community here on YouTube. With love.